What is going on, guys? We're behind the wheel of a 2018 GT manual. So this is a manual car with the new twin disc clutch. 2018 GT pushes out 460 horsepower. All right, it is a little bit wet out, but we got these badass tires. Oh wow, it's hooking. Oh, that feels way different than a stock 15 to 17 GT. That's way different. Are the gears longer?
Yeah, the fourth is the 1-to-1 now, so they're spaced out. Just
yeah, that felt way different.
Yeah,
and we hooked. So Cody here is the owner. He just picked this thing up. He traded in his, what, 16 GT?
2015.
15 GT, which had a 2018 GT intake manifold, eBay Speed Daddy headers, which is always a great debate. Had a lung tune on it, and it was a full bolt-on car. So he actually just traded it in for this thing. This thing's bone stock. He said that this feels about the same, if not better, than his old car with full bolt-ons. And it's a manual car, which I know a lot of people, you see a lot of stuff about the automatic car all over the internet, but you don't see much about the manual car. So here we are in the manual car, driving it, bone stock, stock exhaust. This is a base model car too, which don't think that's a bad thing. Ashley's car that we have is also a base model car. These cars come with a Bluetooth radio. You can hook up your phone. They got a reverse camera. They got the same horsepower as all the premium. You still got digital speedometer in the middle. Obviously you don't have the digital tax, but you still have a beautiful looking tack, which is just the same as the 15 to 17 GT and EcoBoost and all the others. Driving it right now, I feel like the transmission feels totally different because we're driving at about 65 miles an hour right now, and I'm in 5th gear, and I don't feel the need that I need to go to 6th. I can, which just kind of lugs everything down. But it feels like it's got, you know, a completely different gearing ratio than a 15 to 17 GT car. I'm mostly referring to a 331 car. So it has 355 gears. This one's a, you know, again, a base model. It has the 4-piston brakes, which are just the same as the 15 to 17 GT brakes. They're fantastic for the price of a base model car, and they work really well. I'm a very big fan of those brakes. So we'll do a little downshift. Yeah, the gearing feels totally different. Let's see, 45 miles an hour, 2nd gear. Yeah, it's got torque, that's the difference. Revving out to 7,500. Bone stock, may I add. I think the 15 to 17 GTs rev out to 6,500 stock. Most people tune them to about 7 on the aftermarket tune. Dude, it's hooking really good in the rain.
I told
it's
you.
It's hilarious. One thing I noticed is the steering wheel is completely different. It's smooth, while the 15 to 17 GT is a rougher kind of leather. Driving the car, it's not all that different inside in terms of interior, especially being a base model to base model, and comparing it to Ashley's 16 GT, which I drive all the time. One thing that I really noticed is I'm driving in 5th gear right now at about, let's see, 2100 RPM, and I don't feel the need to go to 6th gear again. Like the gearing is very different in this car. In these cars, the manual, the 4th gear is actually the 1-to-1 gear now, where in the 15 to 17 GT, 5th gear is the 1-to-1 gear. What that means is when you dyno these cars, you dyno them in 4th gear, and the older cars, you dyno them in 5th gear. As I stated earlier, it has the new twin disc clutch, which is holding up really well. I just revved it out to 7,500, shifted it, had no problems whatsoever, and I've been hearing that so far these things have been really good. These things have, what, no lift shift from the factory?
That's what I've been told. I've been reading, but I haven't found much about it, but I tried it.
So one thing you're going to notice if you get in one of these cars and you go to try to change the menus, you'll notice on the left side is now your volume buttons, and on the right side is your controls for your center dash right here, which will throw you off a lot. I'll try 1st gear. A little spin. Being stock, it doesn't feel stock, you know.
That's like my favorite thing. Is like I went from that car to this car, and I was expecting to just not feel it, not get my heart racing or anything. Then I got in and I was like, oh hell no, this is awesome.
I mean, part of it is the RPM, and it just keeps crawling or keeps climbing.
Feels good.
This is hooking up really well for being rain. That's pretty cool. What tires do you have on here?
I think they're P0s. I don't know. I just got these wheels from my buddy, so I haven't even really looked at the tires. I know they're P0s. I don't think they're P0 Neros or anything.
One of the biggest differences with the new engine, direct injection, the horsepower, everything, is it has more torque. You can definitely notice when you lay into it, just initially, it hits so much harder. And this car feels like a full bolt-on, or at least intake manifold 15 to 17 GT. So you got a lot of power right from the factory. And for those that don't want to modify a car, keep warranty and all that, boring stuff, I mean, you're gonna have a lot of fun in this car, keeping your warranty intact. Yeah, I'm trying second gear again. Well, yeah, it feels so good. Yeah, the power just feels really good, especially revving all the way out to 7,500. Probably feels pretty good in the passenger seat.
Oh yeah, with 3 people and full tank of gas and my tools in the back too. I've got like a 60-pound tool bag back there.
Yeah, these cars are really, really impressive for just being right out of the factory. I know in these reviews I end up repeating myself a few different times, and really that means that's the things that I'm noticing over and over again. It's a factory car making a lot of power, a lot of torque. It's a lot of fun. You don't have to modify it. Of course, if you modify these cars, E85, a tune, and long tube headers, that can put a manual car somewhere over 500 wheel horsepower, which is insane. Me saying that number, I was like, wait, is that the right thing? Yeah, that's right. 500 wheel horsepower, naturally aspirated car with basic bolt-ons. These cars are overall really stiff. You turn left and right, the whole car's moving. They feel light-ish, for being a 3,700-pound vehicle. They feel pretty good, and these cars are known for doing really well at autocross events and even track events, especially with very limited mods. I mean, honestly, when these cars came out, everyone was like, those things are ugly, they're junk, no one wants them, no one's gonna buy them. And then all of a sudden people start seeing horsepower numbers, they start coming out with more things. People love these things now, and I said that right from the beginning. I knew that people were gonna hate them, and then they're gonna love them. And personally, I liked them from the beginning, probably because I just wanted to say that I was right and that everyone would end up liking them. I mean, for the horsepower, it's insane. These cars are really, really great. And I mean, this car is what, 28.9 is the sticker on it? Is that what you said?
Or it was 28.5 or something.
28.5. That's insane. This is so much power for little money. I mean, that's the same price as a Toyota Camry with a few options. It's incredible what these cars can do. Being that we are in Florida, these can be daily drivers, because guess what? They get 24 miles to gallon on the highway. Or 24, what do you get?
I think actually in my old car with the Bolt, I noticed the fuel mileage drop after locking out the IMRCs, but I'd still get about 24 to 25 going 80 miles an hour on the highway. This one, I have not done any long trips really yet and looked at it, but my 15, when it was stock, I could get it up to 28, 29, going 60.
Yeah.
Going at like the perfect speed.
For being a big V8 that makes this much power, that's truly insane. Stock exhaust, yes, it's quiet, but on these cars, you can actually still hear it. I mean, you can hear it from the outside, you can hear it from the inside. It's not bad being, a stock exhaust. And you can do just a resonator delete if you want a little bit more sound, or you can go muffler delete, resonator delete, or mufflers, whatever you want to, kind of customize the sound. For low-end torque,
it feels a lot better, like part throttle, just driving around like I noticed.
Coming up on a Mustang.
Oh, is this also a 2018?
No, it is an 18.
Is it it's an EcoBoost. He's got single tip. Or no, it's like quad tip.
It's a GT.
Oh yeah, it's just really dark.
Oh, dude, feels good. Taurus drifts so nice. How'd that look?
Pretty good. You want to watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it slides really well. That's awesome.
A little dizzy.
Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you slap the like button down below. If you are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button down there. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. And if you want to check out Cody's Instagram, because he's going to build this thing up. I know he's going to be full bolt-on pretty soon. Long tube headers, E85. He says he's not going to, but I know he's going to. And who knows, we might do another video on it later. So yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
So quiet.
I don't know what this girl's doing, but...
Hi. Oh, she's got the black car.
Oh, okay.
How are you?
Someone in front of you. Like, whatever. I work right here and I gotta be in a minute. But it would have been cool to get some photos with you.
Yeah, it's his car.
Yeah. Hello.
How's it going?
Hi. I'm Dawn. You live around here?
No, I live in Groveland. He's just doing a
Really?
little video of, yeah.
Yeah, I live in Deltona, so. Alright.
Cool.
Nice car.
Thank you.
Want to do one more?
Sure.
Sure.
Like how I did that one?
Yep.